Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB Network has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Andrew Triggs will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Stepping up to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He will lead this one off today. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
And there's ball 2 now.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
Hero, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Just underway here in Oakland. Line drive to center field. Powell is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Angels are gone in order. Angels nothing, A's coming to bat. We're back after this on MLB Network. Matt Shoemaker gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Pulled toward right center field. Trout is there, 2 gone. Standing in, Jed Lowry. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Shoemaker comes set. Here's the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Count is 1-2 now.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Here's Justin Upton now. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday.
Number 8, Justin Upton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone!
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
No balls and a strike to count. And a curveball taken for strike 2. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. A ball and no strikes. Cozart at second with 2 down. And a fastball just a bit up.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Angels hit the board first thanks to this. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one to the A's first baseman. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball. Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems, not only with his power, but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Hit to short, taken in by Simmons. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Now at the plate, Rene Rivera, who carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This is line to left, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. 1 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Justin Upton. He's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Here's the 0-1. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Kenna is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 2.5, and the Angels are out on top now, 2-0. Digging in, Mark Hanna. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. First pitch on its way. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Trout. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Stephen Vogt. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Digging in for his second at bat, Cesar Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra bit.
And a good effort as he's able to stick with it. And striding in, Zach Cozart. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Drilled to first. And that is through into right field for a single. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. There goes the runner. Here's a high pop-up. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out. So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And stepping in, the former MVP, Albert Pujols. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Angels are out in front 2-0. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And it's fouled away. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
The 1-0. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. Simmons on to first, and they get them both. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Shoemaker looks in. 0-1 pitch on its way. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Trout. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. This pitch is popped up, and there's out number 1. Digging in, Rene Rivera. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Heading out towards shallow right. Kenna has a beat on it. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
All bets are off for the offense right now. This guy's got a low pitch count. He's attacking the zone. They have to get more aggressive. This guy's not going anywhere.
Angels shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen,
there's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Calhoun has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Chris Davis now. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Athletics so far. 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Into the box, Will Powell. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Line towards center field. Trout is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Now in the box, Jose Fernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping into the box, Mike Trout. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. 1 out, nobody on. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Line to the right side, but foul. Still even at 2-2. full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And another foul ball. And this pitch is swung on and missed. And the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. 2 away.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Angels are gone in order, but they're on top 2-0. So now it's Mark Hanna. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
50th pitch of the game on its way. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The count now at 2-1. Well hit to right. Well, no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone. Ready for another chance? Stephen Vogt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Vogt's in a hole, 0-2 to him.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
On the ground up the middle. Simmons is there. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So stepping in, Zach Cozart. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the seventh. It's ball 4.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
That tails back over, strike 1. Cozart aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
Here's Albert now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss by Pujols, and he's in a quick 0-2 hole. Hit in the air down the right field line. Kenna on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in to try it again, Cole Calhoun. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Rene Rivera will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Andrelton Simmons is in the 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Chopped weakly to the left. Chapman's got it. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Benintendi. He singled his last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Fouled off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he misses 2-1.
2-1.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it. 1 down. Now batting, Jed Lowry. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
1-1 the count now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tapper up the line. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Digging in once again, Matt Chapman. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Pujols moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Fernandez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
3-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Squared that one up just a little late. Once again a 3-2. And Upton will reach as he looks at ball 4. Ready now, Zach Cozart, and their runners at the corners now. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
So he got him swinging. Zach Cozart sent packing for the second out of the inning. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on.
Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Upton at second. Kinsler on at first with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of...
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Turned on down the line. And Pujols won't get there. This is a fair ball. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. No one out with a runner at second. Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches. 1 gone. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Keon Broxton will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So now it's Mark Canha. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's set, and the pitch. In the dirt here. Olsen stands at second with 2 gone. Sliders in for a strike.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here in the side. Keon Broxton will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Daniel Calhoun enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Rounded slowly to the left side. Hernandez charging this one. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Rene Rivera will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. And that misses 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. No balls and a strike to count. Runners on first with 1 down. Lifted down the line in left. But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Canha on the move, but this will land foul shy of the wall. Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider.
That's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lou Trevino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Rivera over at second. Simmons at first. 2 out in the inning. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Stepping up now, Stephen Vogt. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat, much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Popped him up. Cozart in foul ground. 1 away.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Right side. Taken in by Kinsler. Flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon. 6-0 the final shutout score today. Los Angeles get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Matt Shoemaker earns his 6th winning decision in this one, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.